Okay, so this is a Key Stage 3 core PE lesson with a Year 9 top set boys group. Learning question that they're going to be looking at is what different passing tactics can I use to outwit opponents. They've got to go through the process of a learning journey, which I'm going to introduce to them throughout the session. They're going to be in different groups with a team expert, which will be predominantly a rugby school player. The groups are mixed abilities, so that the higher quality players, which is the group expert, can mould and work with the others to get the learning objectives. Every single person within a group will have a key role. They're given resources prior to coming into the lesson. The most important part is that they understand how to use the different parts of the passing tactics and how they can combine them together to outwit an opponent. Now, we're not too worried about levels at the moment. What we're actually looking for is, do they understand it, can they perform it, and can they analyse it? Mr. Cooper, stand up. It's even there for you. What's the learning question?
What different passing tactics can I use to outwit opponents?
Is he on the money? Yeah. Round of applause, Mr. Cooper. Fantastic. Okay. Simple stuff. Okay, so I'm going to be practicing my dudes. The first one on there, Mr. Bolt's arm. Is that the only one we're going to be using today, Tom?
No, we'll also be teaching each other.
Fantastic. So you're going to be teaching. Are you all right? Have you had some? He's dunking it. He's dunking it. I like that. Okay. And then potentially there's going to be one other key aspect. Oh, you said it. Okay. Demonstration. One of the easiest ways to learn is to look at the best practice, isn't it? That's why you've got your diagrams. He is taking the mickey with Mike. Get over there. Get over there. Absolute joker. This is where we've got to record our ideas about which type of pass was more successful and what were the pros and cons. Michael, who's that going to be? Facilitator could do that. Now the facilitator's got another job that they need to be doing. In 3 minutes, I want you to clearly pick the most appropriate people for the jobs. I've given you the basic amount of equipment you'll see when we go outside. A little instruction set of what to do and some diagrams for the drill. You're going to decide on it as a group. Now, who in the group role would read that and talk to the group about it? The presenter, okay, the person. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to say you can use no more than 2 balls and your area. You've got bibs on. To create a warm-up game with 3 stages. Give me a stage deck of a warm-up. Pulse raiser, getting the heart rate up. Be creative, come up with some wacky ideas. Let's go. Go back in and get your presenter to look at the task card. Let's make sure we're all holding the ball correctly. You've got 2 minutes to do that, and I want you to come up with a new game of how you can incorporate the teaching objectives of holding the ball for about 5 minutes, because you've all copied each other.
Okay, go. This.
So I'm going this way, and then
he can give us
pass it to Sam.
Your guys concentrate.
Every shot.
Everybody do a job. You've got 5 good shots. Come on, great game.
Let's go.
Oh, he's come up with the game, yeah? Fantastic.
Yes, please.
Right, so Tom. And again, let's go.
Good job, guys. No walking. Keep going.
First house points of the day go to this group. What was the objective of the first task? Getting the passing. It was about getting the passing. It wasn't though. What did it say on the sheet? What was the sheet trying to show you? How to hold the ball. and then come up with a game that does that. Just to point out, the oranges have one person reading it and the others away. So how do you know what it looks like? Are the pictures on the card? So what are you going to do? Show them the pictures. Put it in, let's look at it. On the floor, right, that's what we've got to do. Someone presents the information. That's a perfect example. Right, go back in, come up with another game. Learning question 1. So you're going to perform this, set it up in your groups, using the different roles. Who's going to read this? Who's going to discuss this to the group first? Josh? Got the presenter. Who's going to provide some of the knowledge about the drills on this? Team expert, okay. Who else is going to come into play when we're doing this? Facilitator, because all of that is now up for grabs. Okay, and I'm going to come around and see how you're getting on. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Go, 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 go. So now, I'm just going to get here.
So Michael, you take the ball from.
Okay, let's start giving out a little reward, I think, for most creative here. What if they can't keep up? Let's slow the pace down a little bit for them. Fantastic.
2, 3, 4, 5.
This is okay. Lovely. The start diagram on loop passes. The good points is confusion on the other opposition and making more opportunities for the player to pass as it loops round. Bad points though, get too close to the touchline so that easy player can just push you out the touchline and go easy for like.
You need communication so you don't
plus
get
you need
confused.
communication so you don't get confused.
So think about it. I'm running that way at opponents. If Tom comes here now, yes please, I've got the ball. Okay, and I'm running towards Tom. If I just make the pass there, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I get in here, what's the difference?
You can outwit the opponent.
How though?
You can like dummy the ball instead of passing it to short.
Okay, and what did we talk about the last time I was here? In terms
They can't see.
you can hide the ball. Okay, hence why it's a switch pass, alright? Alright, so really work on that whilst you're doing the drill. Go on then. Go on then, Tom. Who's the first one? So, what all we want from you guys now is to be able to set this up, practice it to the best of your ability using this pass, which is what we're looking at here, okay? The switch pass, and then we can move on to the extension and what we've got to do on the back. You okay with that?
Yeah.
Fantastic. What's the best way to learn? Say again, you just said it? So if you play a game, you've done the drill, you've learnt how to do it, you don't know why it's used unless you play a game, because it's realistic. So these guys now, they're going to lead a little plenary. They've come up with the do's and don'ts of the switch pass and why it's used, and we're going to hand over to them. Okay, we're here to show you the switch pass, and I'm going to tell you a couple of benefits of it before we start. Now, the switch pass is effective because it can outwit the opponent and it can get past. So here's a little demonstration. So we're going to start off by running forward, half quick pass. Okay, great. However, there are some bad sides. There are some negative sides, as there can be knock-ons and also there can be interceptions. If I do that, he's seen the opportunity now. Okay, and what we were saying was there's an opportunity for a knock-on because we're close together. So if I pop it in fast, okay, he's got to be really quick. Just knock it on then this time, yeah? That's the problem. It's gone forward, it's either a penalty, but also, if the take's not good, he fumbles it to this side. So well done, Jamie, that is absolutely outstanding. You led that.
I was also going to finish up by saying,
Go for it.
for the conclusion, the main way to effectively do the switch pass is to be quick thinking and communication and practice. Holding the ball and passing.
Yeah, round of applause, Jamie. Look at that. Okay, so that's giving you a few